Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Free Time. We are back in Diablo 3 today, and the Barbarian. Dun da da! She is level 70. My first level 70 Barbarian ever. Girlfriend Time actually power leveled me on her Barbarian. It was adorable. So, first things first. I had a couple pieces of gear sitting around, and I've already gambled. So we do have the Immortal King's pants already. I am planning on getting the 5 pieces of this and then using a Ring of Royal Grandeur. We already have the ring. I just happened to get a strength roll one the other day when I was farming for the shoulders for my wizard. So these bad boys, I still need to re-roll them. I actually ran out of the legendary mat, so we're gonna have to get some more of those. But I did go ahead and I made all of my strength gems that I need, so you can slide those bad boys into my gear, and you can just watch my damage skyrocket every time I do this. I already gained like 100,000 damage there, so that's pretty dope. We have a purple gem for my helmet. That's going to increase our health, so our toughness is starting to rise a little bit too. I have a plan for this weapon. So this is the Corrupted Ashbringer. I got this way early in the season. It's not an amazing weapon by any stretch, but I should be able to switch it over to strength pretty easily, and it has a pretty cool effect on it. Chance on kill to raise a skeleton to fight for you. Upon accumulating 5 skeletons, they explode for 1000% weapon damage, which is, you know, decent. It is a sword, so it's not like it has crazy weapon damage. And then the sword transforms into the Ashbringer for a short time. Attacking with the Ashbringer burns your enemy for 5,264 damages. Holy, that just sounds amazing. I also have a strength restraint that I found earlier, so that's sitting there. And I just have this piece of crap because it had a socket in it. I did move over the Bane of the Powerful and the Bane of the Trapped over to this character. Those were our legendary gems that we were using on our wizard. So yeah, after I get some more mats, we're going to be in a pretty good spot to really start progressing this character. We are going to be playing on Torment 1 for a while, but a lot of people are always asking me still, I've talked about this a few times, how do you get gear? Well, first things first, you need one of these Rift Keystones. Get a Rift Keystone, clear a Rift, and then get a Greater Keystone of Trials. A Greater Rift Keystone. I guess it's only called a Keystone of Trials. You throw that bad boy in here, it'll pop you into this trial, and then you teleport out. By teleporting out, essentially you do not participate in the ongoings of the event. And then you can just hop into a level 1 Greater Rift and pretty much clear it super duper fast. Now there are a little bit of nuances to this that I'll also explain. But that's essentially how you get started getting quite a bit of gear for a brand new character. And then eventually you want to start doing Torment 2 and then Torment 3, working your way up to effectively clearing Torment 6 and then doing these Greater Rift Keystones. So we got our level 1, just go ahead and pop that in there and start to clear this content. I'm going to explain the build, but not in super good detail because I honestly don't know if this is the build we're going to be sticking with or not. We're doing some decent damage already. We're doing some of that decent damage already. This is actually the first thing I've done after I hit level 70, so you know I don't hate this. I don't hate this at all. We are missing sprint right now, so the idea for my Barbarian, we want our Barbarian to be a whirlwind Barbarian. We want her zooming around all over the place, leaving these dust devils in our wake. But you know, for right now, we're not going too hardcore into that. We're doing a little bit of a hybrid build because a lot of that is going to revolve around our set pieces. But right now we're using Rend, we're using Whirlwind, we have our 2 buffs that we're going to keep putting up from Battle Rage and Warcry, and then when we get to blue packs we do have the Wrath of the Berserker, which is like our huge AoE, or not AoE, but our huge DPS increase. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to do this Rift, I'm going to let you all in on the nuance of farming. Which most of you already know, I'm sure, but we have new viewers all the time coming into Diablo. Welcome to the game. It's a lot of fun. We're going to clear to the end, and then I'll show you what to do. Alright, so we're getting near the end of the Greater Rift, just spinning and winning my way through it. Once we summon the boss, we need to peace out immediately. We do not want to fight the boss. And then you want to take a look at your timer. We have 10 minutes and 45 seconds left on this Greater Rift. Why is that relevant? Because if you kill the boss... Look at all these skeletons. Holy crap. If you kill the boss with a lot of time remaining, then when you upgrade your Rift Keystone, it's going to take you to a much more difficult Rift. And what we're trying to do is farm these Rifts one at a time. So we want to go from level 1, which is what we're on right now, to level 2, to level 3, to level 4, one at a time. So I also forgot to mention, where do you get the Rift Keystones? You get them from doing bounties. So while this is going on, I'm just going to go somewhere and do a bounty. Guess we'll just kind of go here and start killing stuff. So you do a bounty to get a Rift Keystone. You do rifts to get the greater Keystones of Trials or whatever they're called. And then once you get inside of those, you want to do exactly what I've been walking you through in this episode in order to get a lot of gear effectively. So we knew that we had about 6 minutes to waste based on how much time was left in that dungeon. So now we're just going to waste 6 minutes. And then I'll see you all when it's time to kill the boss. Alright, so while you're out doing these bounties, it's very important that you teleport around with your M key. This is the one you use to open the map. So for instance, we can go to the caverns here, and then go back to town once again by using the M key. If you use your T for town portal, you kind of mess up what you started in the rift. And if you ever need to check the time, because remember you can't kill, or you're not trying to kill the boss until there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, all you have to do is walk in the front door, check the time. We have 4 minutes 40 seconds here. Walk out, and then walk through your portal that you made earlier. I hope all of this made sense. So let's go ahead, kill the boss. We'll pop all of our cooldowns, see what we can do. This war cry thing gives me a little bit of fury, so bump bump. And then I'm just gonna stand in his stuff and auto attack him, and hope for the best. Can we get 5 skeletons so I can see this cool explosion thing? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like we're gonna get skeletons. Okay. Well, that was a pretty easy level 1 rift, said everyone ever. So we'll go ahead and wrap this guy up, see if we get any legendaries. We got a helmet, everybody. We got a helmet, and it's part of the set that I needed. So yeah, that's how you get legendaries. It's really not that hard. What do we have? The Immortal King's Triumph. So, it did not roll half bad either. We're going to have to put some vitality on that, but we can go ahead and equip that. We are going to upgrade our Keystone because we killed the boss after 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We are going to get a level 2, which is exactly what we want, so we can do all of this again. We just have to remove this gem out of the current helmet, put it in the new one, and then if we had some legendary items, we could maybe make something happen with this weapon. But the goal is to get this weapon to be a strength weapon, so it's actually scaling. But I guess we can go ahead and use this. This is the, wow, I've never read that name ever. Ramaladnes? I don't know. Anyway, basically it's a gift. You right-click on a weapon, it adds a socket to that weapon, and then you could add a gem to it. It just added another 100,000 damage to my character. Once I actually roll this to strength, it's going to be even more damage. And it's a pretty good place to start. It's not going to be my best in slot weapon or anything, but I've gotten about 6 of those gifts this season, so I do not feel bad using one of them. And now, all you do is close this rift, gamble with any blood shards you may have gotten, and then go into the next level. Rinse and repeat until you can't progress anymore, and then start over. Start over from the start. And hopefully you become geared enough to head into higher torment difficulties. Keep in mind that these greater rifts are not affected by torment difficulties at all. But, you know, greater rifts and rifts in general on Torment 6 are a pretty good way to farm gear. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is our new Barbarian. We're going to be progressing with her. Once again, the goal, we're gonna set the same goal as my Wizard. We're going to aim for Greater Rift 42. That is what we're hoping to clear this season. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all next time.